What is going on, guys? This is Dom from the Mafia. We are back with Ray, and we are better than ever. We're going to be going over the Rayleigh matchup today in full. Apologies for the longer video. This is going to be a long one, guys. If I'm making these videos to go very in depth, this is going to be a different type of video where I go over each card in both decks in the matchup and tell you the keys to winning on both sides and how we play the matchup as Ray. If you don't want to watch this part of the video, which in my opinion is very important for the matchup, you are allowed to skip to the gameplay. These aren't going to be tabbed, unfortunately. I'm not that tech savvy with YouTube yet, but you can definitely do that. But that is what we're going to do today. We're going to go over the deck list. Again, it's the same. And then we're going to be going over to Rayleigh's deck list. I play a little bit of Rayleigh, so I know a little bit about the deck. Not a ton, but enough to give you guys enough knowledge on the matchup. So very excited to bring you guys this one. And without further ado, we're going to be going over the Rayleigh matchup. So when playing, we're actually just going to go over his deck list first. So Rayleigh, to understand the deck, you can understand what the leader does. He can't have characters with a cost of 5 or greater in his deck. So that's pretty good for us. So we know right away that it's going to be more of like a low to the ground thing, which we are like perfect at stopping. So we love this already. And he can reveal 2 event cards from his hand and give one of his characters with a base power of 4K or less plus 2K for the turn. So you can see he's got like a lot of weenies in here. We're going to be going over each one. This is not an optimized build. These are just the cards that like they ideally play. So he's got a Nami Searcher. We know what this does. He's got like 3 cards that search. We could talk about all of them right now, I guess. So this is top 5 for Straw Hat. Basically looking for your Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, or 2K. You could also search you could also search Mole Pistol with this card. So Nami has a lot of utility in this deck. Great card. And then she could also be buffed with Rayleigh effect and then attach it on to make her 5K. And you have a 5K body. So good card. Buggy can't be KO'd by slash attribute characters. So let's actually go over to our deck and see if we have any slash attribute characters. I don't believe that we do. Judge. We're not playing Judge in this matchup, so that's the only slash character. That's not going to affect us. So this kills Zoro, though. Every card in that fucking deck is slash. But he can look top 5 for events, and this guy plays a crap ton of events. Not only for his leader ability, but just because they're good. We'll get into those later. Shakuyaku, just like Nami, search top 5, except she searches for a Monkey D. Luffy card or a red event. So she's going to be searching for this card too, and one of his events. So that's his searchers. He'll be playing these on 1 or 2, and then swinging with them on his second turn. So that's good. Sanji is 2K. Once per turn, you can add a life to your hand, so you get to draw a card, like if you're getting starved, and then he gets plus 2,000 and 2 Don, so he becomes a 7K, and then really a 9K if you use Rayleigh ability on him too. This isn't really come up against us at all, but like if you want to mini starve him, it could come up, so this is a good card. This card is absolutely disgusting in this deck. It's Boa Hancock, 2 cost, 3K. You look at top 5, reveal a red event or a Luffy, put it in hand. So it's basically a Shakuyaku. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right. I apologize to the character and to you guys that I have to say this over and over again. Shakuyaku. Yeah, that's definitely right. I'm saying that's right. You guys can't tell me otherwise. Boa Hancock, same effect. Search top 5, and then activate main. You can trash her. Give 2 rested Don cards to a leader or character. So ideally, you're playing her down, waiting a turn, buffing her with Rayleigh effect to get her to 5, swinging, and then you're trashing her and giving 2 rested to something else. So this is a very good card. You get like mega value on the return. Zoro 3/5 rush. We know what this card does. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. It puts a lot of pressure early on decks. This card is the card for them in this matchup. We're not on Niji to bounce their characters to hand, so we're swinging into board, not valuing them on the board. So this card is just disgusting for them. Whenever it dies, whenever we swing into it, basically, it's going to die. It's going to draw them a card. And it's 6k base, and if they buff it just base with their leader effect, it becomes 8k, which is bad for us because we don't like things that go tall. So that's a very good card too, and they can play it off of their Monkey D. Luffy as well. Next card that we're going to talk about is the Kid and Killer. I always be very aware that if you are at 2 life, this card is live to poke at you for 7. For just 4 Don. So that's a thing for sure. It's a good card. It can be searched in this deck by the Observation Hockey. This is like my favorite card in the game, honestly, guys. We'll get to that soon. But the Luffy, this is what this whole deck revolves around. It is a 4/4 with a 1k counter, Straw Hat type. It reads, if you have 2 or more attached Don cards on the field, this character gains plus 2,000 power. This actually comes up in one of the games that we're going to play today. So if he has an attached Don to his leader, let's say he has attached on to his leader and like one of his searchers that swung last turn, and that's the only 2 attached on that he has. All the rest were like tapped out to play something. This will be 6k on the board, right? And this will be tapped. You want to clear this first, because then he'll go back to 4k. Because you won't have 2 attached on. So that is like another thing that's super, super relevant that I've been learning to do and making sure. The first part of this card is very important. Then on play, you reveal 2 red events, and you get to play a red character with a power of 3,000 or less from your hand, and then you get to give a rested Don card to your leader or one of your characters. So this can play any of these cards, I believe. Not Zoro, but anything else. So pretty versatile card. It gives you whatever you need. If you got to search for something, you can play one of your searchers. If you just need the 6k body that's going to draw you a card when it dies, you play Sanji. Sanji's obviously the best card, but this is basically their Porsche. Super good for them in this matchup. Their whole deck runs through this card. You'll see it a lot being played in these 2 games that we're going to showcase. So we'll get to the events now. Each one serves its purpose. We'll go over this is probably the most simple one to go over, honestly. It's called To Never Doubt That Is Power. It's 0. So we'll go over the counter first. For nothing, it's just a 2k counter in your hand. You can give your character or Silvers Rayleigh plus 2,000 for just nothing. So it's a 2k counter. And then it has a main effect too. You can give 2 active Don to your Silvers Rayleigh leader. And then your opponent can't activate blocker when that card attacks. So if we're at 0 ever, or if any deck is at 0, he will play this and swing like 15 or 16, depending on if he wants to buff with this or anything else. We'll talk about this later. So this is a Diablo Jambe for free. Don't go to 0 against this deck, or this card will be played on you and you will lose. I'm telling you right now, they always have this card. Very, very good card. We're running it 4 in this list. But Observation Hockey, best card in the game. The cost to play this card is to attach an active Don to your leader. That is the cost to play this. No tap Don. You get to add a Don to your leader, and then you look at top 4 and reveal 1 red event card or a cost or up to 1 cost 3 or greater character and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. This card, let's go over the targets that this thing can search. It can search itself. It can search any of these events. It can search Luffy, Kid and Killer. Sanji, Zoro, and that's it because it's 3 or greater, I think. Yeah, so yeah, it just it is so good, so consistently good in their hand. They always have a reason to play it, so this isn't like a card to like super watch out for, but like they will play this against you. Also, before I forget, they'll reveal a lot of stuff. Make sure you're tracking their hand. If they reveal this and buff, make sure you know that they have these cards in hand until they don't. That is a priority. This deck gives away cards in its hand like very easily because of its leader effect. You have to do that. So make sure you're punishing them for that. Make sure you're punishing them for revealing these 2 cards and then like not using them and maybe, oh shoot, he forgot what events he revealed last turn. If it's not a very like great player, for example, he reveals another card that we didn't know about. So like, okay, we know he only has three cards in his hand. Track his hand. They search a lot. Their whole deck is a searcher. So similar to us, you will know what's in their hand. Most of the time, Conqueror's Hockey. This is the card that beats us if we beat ourselves down-wise because for so counter, give up to one of your characters plus 2,000 during this battle. So that's just like a base effect. So it's base 2K. It's just a 2K in hand, like no matter what, just like this. But it has an extra effect. You can tap a Don, and if you do, all of your opponent's leaders and characters get minus 1,000 for the turn. So this card is like 9K counter for free for 1 Don. Or something like that. And it's really good against us because we're very tight on Don. So watch out for this card. Pinging 5 at them is very, very useful to just get these events out of their hand for like free. Like they just give you 2K for a 5 poke. It's very, very good. But this card is very good. This is how they close out the game. Armament Hockey, you can attach an active Don to your Rayleigh. And then you can give a leader or a character plus 1K. Just a really good card. And then, of course, it's just a free 2K counter for nothing. And then these, not like a ton of lists play this card. I think it's personally very good. It's Gum Gum King Kong Gatling. For 2, you can buff a leader or character by plus 3. Then if your opponent has a power with character with a power of 7,000, you can give your leader character plus 1,000. So like if EGG's on field, this is plus 4K or plus 3 and then plus 1 to something. So that's pretty good for them. And then this is the card that we have to play around the most. You guys probably know what this is. It's 4 for Mole Gun. I call it Mole Pistol. It's searchable by literally everything in their deck. They're running 2 of it. They'll see the card. So it gives minus 5K to one of your opponent's characters. Then if you have a character with 6K power, KO a 2K on your opponent's board. So the biggest value that they'll get from this card is if we have an arrested EGG and a chump blocker. He will pay 4 minus the EGG to get it to 2K and KO our blocker and then free swing with like one of the cheap chump blockers into it. Do not let this happen. If you can afford to play around this card, play around it. It is extremely tempo swingy. So if you can play around it, play around this card. Usually they only have 2. I'm pretty sure most lists run 2. I would personally, I wouldn't feel bad going up to 3. So I wouldn't doubt that your opponent doesn't have 3 of them, but that's a very good card for them. So we'll go to our deck list now and talk about what each card is going to be doing in this matchup. The 2K Reiju, usually we just use it as a 2K. We don't ideally want to play the pair into it. We want to play this pair with this. This is the card that wins this matchup because Rayleigh's leader doesn't say draw an extra card every turn if you go down and down. So we have to outvalue them with this combo if you don't see it and you aren't able to hold on long enough with your chump blockers, you're in a really bad spot. Which is why this card will always just be used as 2K in this matchup. Not really that relevant unless you're like super going for game with like an ETG. So Sora 2K, Cosette and Chopper. I'll talk about them both right now. These are the cards that alleviate pressure against aggro. So it's very good against Rayleigh and Zoro because they'll have to play around these cards. So if they're going super aggressive and just swinging, we could just play our chump blockers that will let us. What am I trying to say here? That will let us like stall the game out enough to where we can outvalue them by getting bored with these cards, with this pair, and then swinging into getting bored with this pair. So that is the ultimate strategy of this matchup, is to outlast them with our chump blockers and then play our value cards to outgrind them and outdraw them with the Reiju pair. But Sanji is huge in this matchup too, just swinging into their board. This card gets you like so much value in these matchups. I call this the Zoro matchup on steroids for a reason, which means this card just gets even more value because it's Zoro on steroids. So their weenies are going to be played, and this card just annihilates them. And they have to be like, okay, do I swing into this Sanji? Probably not. Okay, I'll just keep swinging into your board. Okay, that's like what we're doing this. Never hate seeing this card on the board. Porsche, she's an MVP. She searches up Chopper in this matchup. Do we have to see Porsche in this matchup? No. Is she really good to see by spamming out two bodies? Yeah, she's really good. You're always going to see at least two in this matchup because it's going to be a semi-grindy game if your opponent is somewhat what am I trying to say here? Competent. So a Porsche into your babies is really, really good in this matchup. And yeah, just grinding out games, getting value plays by even going into like Chopper when like you can play another baby pair has been like really good for me to like build your Don up. Porsche super overperforms in this matchup. Black Maria. So there are games where I have played this card out in this matchup. Usually it will be when they don't see a Luffy on curve. The odds of that happening are very low. As you saw the amount of searchers in their deck, usually this card is used as 2K. So I'm not going to incentivize you to play this out in this matchup unless you have like a couple lightnings in hand or have like nothing else to do. Yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, I usually don't play this card out. I usually like having counter 2Ks against Rayleigh. So I use this card as a 2K. You super can play her out. I have done it before, but it's very risky. But it could pay off. So definitely explore lines with Maria in the future. And yeah, but this, I mean, obviously we know what these pairs are doing. The Ichiji pair. We'll talk about the Ichiji pair right now and when to utilize him. You want to utilize this pair specifically when there's a rested Luffy on the board. Like, you want to find value wherever you can with this card particularly, the baby. I'm not talking about Ichiji. We're not talking about Ichiji right now. We're talking about the baby. This card can win you this matchup just by letting it sit on the board for a turn and then swinging with it after. You have to play around the Mole Pistol. You've got to play around Mole Pistol, guys. So if you have arrested Ichiji, that's bad news. Because Mole Pistol just immediately answers it. So if you see this card on 4 or even 5, just leave it there. You could just leave it and then save it for when their Luffy swings. Because they'll play their Luffy on 4. And then on 6, you don't really get punished for them just wasting 4 down to Mole Pistol your baby Ichiji. I've had it done to me before. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, where was I in my train of thought? We were talking about this card. Okay. Yeah, you want to just find the value. It can depend. Sometimes you can't play around the Mole Pistol. I recommend doing so at all points. You really want to get this card's value when they have 2 Don attached to their leader, and you can't get the Luffy's power to 4K in other way than just playing out the ETG pair. But this card is very good for just swinging into their board. Just the baby again. You do really want to be patient in this matchup. I don't feel like racing them is the right move unless you extremely high roll them. And even then, it's bad news because they're just getting a crap load of cards and they can play Conqueror's Hockey on you because you don't have Don. So this pair is very, very good. It's one of the reasons why we're favored in this matchup, but you have to utilize it correctly. You have to be able to swing into board with it and be very patient with this card. Now, we will talk about the Reiju pair. Now, this is another pair that there are points in the game where you can actually cycle and loop these cards. Now, what do I mean by that? You can play this card on the board, not use it. Next turn, when they swing with their weenie, I'm talking about on turn 1. When they swing with their weenie, you can swing 2 into their little characters that cost 2. That is valid as hell. I do it all the time. And then you can counter with cards like this and like a 2K, and then get tempo by swinging, cycling. And I've done 3 pokes into their buggies. I've attached a Don into this, and then popped it, drew 3 cards, played another 2 costs on the board for them after they KO this card, and then they're in a Reiju loop, and we're getting constant value. So it's little things like that where you just want to get value from your little bodies, like these 3 cards in particularly, in the game swinging into their weenies, because it will be a vital part of the game, and you have to play that part optimally. I'm not sure that I do it a lot in these 2 games that I'm going to showcase with the baby specifically, but I certainly do it with Sanji. Sanji, you'll see the one game he just I think he clears like 3 bodies, actually insane. But that this pair can't be talked about enough. It is the reason why I like Reiju in this meta over Rayleigh, actually, because you can't be starved and you can outgrind any deck in the game. So aggro, when the Rayleigh matchup comes, when we're playing into Rayleigh, this is the card that you want to see. And these are the cards, I talked about this in the beginning of the video, you kind of want to play through these cards and these 2 cards. That is like our base package to win this game. Everything else will fall into place and you'll be able to play into board, but you have to see these cards to win this game. You have to see some sort of chump to alleviate the pressure of how aggro they are, and you have to be able to counter out aggressively to like kind of counteract their aggression, and then you're going to be able to then draw more cards. That is how we win this matchup. We counter out aggressively. That's how we beat aggro. That's how we've always beaten aggro. That's how we win the Zoro matchup 85% of the time. You get to play this card. And they're going to try to play board and they're going to lose. And if they try to play life, they can't because we're going to block it. So I love this matchup. I love playing this matchup. These cards win the matchup. You'll see it at one point. We get very low in hand size, and we were able to see this, and it basically wins us the game because we are able to draw cards. But Judge, completely irrelevant in this matchup. I'm not even gonna have him in the deck list. I'm just playing around, guys. We'll get our guy back in there. Yeah, but we're not playing him out in this matchup. We have multiple opportunities to, or we don't, and it's just I don't like him in this matchup, which is okay. We keep him in the list, like it's fine, but we usually just filter him. This card, we're not even playing this card for this matchup, and it straight up wins us this matchup. It KOs a 6K. Let's count how many characters in his deck are above 6K. Oh, 2K, 3K, 3K, 5. Oh, 5K. Okay, that's going to be a 6. 5. That's another 6. Oh, they don't have anything over 6. So Lightning wins us the matchup. Just playing around, guys, obviously. Yeah, Lightning wins you this matchup. If you're able to see at least... If you see 2 of this card, you should win the matchup. But one of them will probably get you there, too. Very, very good card to stabilize, especially when they see like a Luffy and they have like a wide board. It's very, 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 very good for alleviating more pressure and out-tempoing them. So love this. Absolutely love this card. Slam dunk. Why we play it at 3. Babushka. Stage card. I'm not going to talk about stage. Yeah, I'm not talking about stage. This is the card. I think that I pretty much touched on everything. What else can I talk about? It's just a very weird... You have to play the matchup a lot to kind of get like a feel for it, but we're gonna get into it and kind of obviously I'm gonna play out my thoughts in real time on a sim. The games are, but like these games are like very good. I'm super proud of this video that you guys are about to see. The 2 games are very good and competitive and kind of what you want to do to outgrind Rayleigh and play against your Rayleigh opponents. It's going to be a very popular deck, but I don't think that people are going to play this particularly optimally. It's a very hard deck to play. Believe it or not. It may seem like you're just searching every turn and la-di-da-di-da, swing face. It's not that. You have to know how to play this optimally in order to win with it. It's not always just swing face and la-di-da-di-da. But these 2 players that we play against, they have a good grasp on the deck from my personal opinion. Maybe not 100% optimally, but they're good games. It'll give you guys a good kind of thought process and stuff like that when we're going throughout. And yeah, thank you so much. That'll be it for the matchup breakdown. I'm trying to think of like other things that we can kind of talk about here. You just kind of have to play around. Like you kind of just have to know what they can do. Like they can do this card. Like you have to play around this card. Okay, I can't go down to 2 because Kid and Killer could be active. That's what they're saving 4 for right now. Okay, what are my swings going to be? They have a Don open. Do they have a Conqueror's Hockey? These are things that you'll know by playing it out. I do talk out loud a lot to kind of play around these cards. Swinging 5 when they have a Don up is really good, so they just have to burn this right away, and then you could just ping them for 5s. 5s are really good against this deck, I found. Yeah, playing around Mole Pistol too. Do not let them get a full value Mole Pistol. And if you do play into that, anticipate it already that it's going to happen and think about what's going to happen from there. Is that okay? Will it lose you the game? Yes, it'll lose us the game. Okay, we're not doing that then. Okay? They always have this. They'll reveal their events. You'll be able to play around most of their cards. Yeah, we'll hop in it. We'll actually just jump into the gameplay. Doing things a little differently today, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the little breakdown of like the cards that we have to see, they have to see, and like how to kind of play the matchup without actually playing it. But we're gonna jump into the games now. They're 2 absolute fucking wars. I hope you guys enjoy them, and yeah, we'll hop into it right now. Woo woo. All right, we got a Silvers Rayleigh. We will go second. We will mull this. Unfortunately, we get a very good hand. We'll be able to showcase Koset a lot in this matchup. They're going to search with their Nami. They draw the Luffy for their 3rd turn. That's good to know. We'll draw... I think that we do this. We're definitely going to play a Cosette. But what are we pitching off of our stage? Let's pitch a chopper. This is the card that wins this matchup. But it's higher chance to get a baby next turn if we have this. We'll take this and pass. Just because I want a baby next turn. We could always just play this out next turn anyways too, because we know he's going to play Luffy on 5. So he has 2 Luffys. He's going to be able to chain his Luffys back to back. He's probably going to go double 5 here. He has 2 Conqueror's Hockey and 2 Luffys out of his 6 cards in hand. So it's going to be a 5. We'll take one of these. We're going to have to counter one of these. We'll probably do a chopper. Okay, so we do find the pair, which is very good for us. So this is going to happen. We're going to go 5 here. We're going to pitch this. I don't think another... We'll grab another 2 cost, actually, because when we find purple, it'll be great, especially because we're searching here. Yeah, that'll be really cool. So we'll do 2. Yeah. And we could find our 3rd Cosette off this too and just play both of them out. So we'll do this. We draw a stage. We'll snag an Ichiji and we bin 2 of them, which is also very nice for us. We can actually... We probably just play out a Cosette here. I don't think we need to filter anymore with playing out another stage. Alternatively, we could play this out, but I like just establishing a Cosette and passing because we're 2 less than him. So ideally, we're going to block one of these. And it's going to be a tricky turn because we know he has Luffy. So he's going to be very aggressive. Yeah, it's 2 Luffys and 2 Conqueror's Hockey. It's going to be an aggressive turn from the opponent. He could always pop this too after. We will 2k out of there. Play his Luffy. He'll give... Yep, he's got those. Is it going to be the Sanji? Ooh, it's the less good Sanji. Is he going to pop this now? Okay, he does pop that. So we can block that, which is okay for us. So we can... So we're going to filter this with stage, almost no matter what, every time. And we get purple. That's very good. So we'll take purple, and we could actually 2-drop into this, into Porsche Ichiji, and then we can like make him have like Mole Pistol next turn. And I almost want him to take his own life with this. I do want to purple. We'll draw 3, get more information. And then we could Porsche Maria, but that's just going down a 2k, which doesn't feel amazing. The Porsche Ichiji just gets answered with like a Mole Pistol though. We'll go 5 lead. He should take both of these. They take life very aggressively in this matchup. He could counter too. I mean, I don't think it's... Oh, he does. This could be Mole Pistol. Okay, he just... That's pretty good. That is quite good. So we'll go... We'll go 5 again. He's going to use a Conqueror's Hockey. That's okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play this out. We will grab nothing. Ooh, that's really rough. That is quite rough. That is very unfortunate. Okay. We will play this out. We're not going to activate it because we kind of want him to use a mole pistol to kill this. Like, we're going to take some life here. Ideally, just, like, maybe one. But we'll see what he wants to do. Because ideally, he plays, like, mole pistol. We're going to pass. Because we want to get value with this, like, next turn. We don't just want to swing with this and then have him go mole pistol, reduce this, pop with Cosette. That's the value you don't want him to get. That's like his perfect mole pistol. So he's going to draw. We know that he has a Luffy and a Conqueror's Hockey. Yeah, he has a Luffy and a Conqueror's Hockey in hand. That was already revealed. It's going to be... I really only want to take one life here. It is brutal that we bottomed the other two Reijus, unfortunately. Okay, so he's going to do that. That's okay. That is perfectly fine. If he wants to waste his turn, it actually gives us a... that's exactly what we wanted to happen. So we'll let this go. And then we'll take... Was it 7/7? We'll take one. We'll take one life, and then we'll be able to stabilize with an EGG. Hopefully we can dig for those Reijus. But that is the card that wins this matchup, and we unfortunately 4, 5, 6. Did he buff yet? I don't think he buffed. So it would be 4, 5, 6. It would be like 9k then. So we'll actually 2-1 this. I think he gets the buff here. I don't believe he used it yet. Yeah, so he's got this. So he's got these two cards and a Luffy, a Conqueror's, a Kong Gatling, and a Luffy. So we'll take this hit wherever he goes. We'll take this. We get a Porsche. That's pretty good. He's going to leave one up for his Conqueror's Hockey. So we'll get to establish 2 EGGs this turn, which is good. So we will trash. We're going to run out of like time, though, to like get him down. So we do have to like hastily move. So what we'll actually do is we'll go 4 into here. I don't hate that. We'll go 4 into here. Or what we could do is... Yeah, let's just do a 4 into here. I don't think that's wrong. Because if he wants to use the Conqueror's Hockey, it's not like insane value for him, you know? He's just going to let it go, which I agree with. I kind of want to play Porsche to dig through our deck for either like a chopper or like... I just want to like get down to our like Reijus that were on the bottom of our deck. So chopper's good. Thought we were going to see that card. We did. We'll put Cosette towards the top. I might even want to just play out a chopper and then just pop this EGG and maybe he takes like a couple life here. I think that's what I want to do here, guys. We'll do that just so we can stabilize one more turn. We draw another one. That's pretty good. So we'll do this. We will get this, reduce, and then we will go, I think that we'll go 5, just so he doesn't get good Conqueror's Hockey value. Because it's Conqueror's, Luffy, and then Gatling. It's in his hand right now. Or he lets it go. We'll go... We'd actually just poke 5. I don't hate poking 5 here at all. Because I think he just takes the life. Yep, he does. I actually want to search with this Sanji then. Okay. Not finding... We have 1 draw. It's probably just Sanji again to search for our Reijus next turn. Or no, it's actually 2k. It's 100% 2k. And then we'll just go 8. Yeah, we'll pressure him. We'll go 8. Okay. Established board. He has a Conqueror's, a Luffy, and a Jet Gatling. Or something Gatling that pumps his board. You know what I mean, guys. So this turn's going to be huge for him. How many choppers do we have in trash? We have 2 and 1 on board, so there's 1 left in deck. And how many coast set? 1. I think that we had 2. 1, 2. So 1 coast set in deck. That's good to know too. So we're gonna get value out of our blockers, like no matter what here. And if we can get a lightning potentially next turn. Okay, so he's gonna Luffy. That's very good. Is he gonna show us the same 2 events, the Conquerors? Okay, so he's giving us more information. So now we know that he has 2 Conquerors and a 2-cost event. He should have just revealed the other 2, or the same 2. He's gonna do a Boa. Now what's Boa gonna search for here? Because we can know 4 cards in his hand. Okay. Okay, so he has Unblockable, Conquerors, Jet Gatling. Unblockable, Conquerors, 2 Conquerors, an Unblockable, and a Jet Gatling. Okay, that's very good information to have. Like, we know 4 of the 6 cards in his hand. Yep, he's going to show us those 2 again for some reason. Like, we know that he has a Gatling. He's deciding to Mole Pistol, which is, like, super good for us right now. He can have it. He could have this card for sure. That just gives us a chance to stabilize here. Okay, he's gonna leave 1 up for his Conqueror's Hockey. Okay, we're cooking right now. So we pitch this and hopefully find our 2 costs. They're right. They're the next cards, I believe. We'll grab a 2K. I actually think that if we play for 4, we'll poke for some 5s because it's 2 Conquerors, Gatling, and Unblockable. Okay. Okay, so we can then attach. We'll just keep pinging him. So 1 Conquerors, Gatling, Unblockable event. Track his hand. He takes. Now this is the position where I think the Reijus are like the next cards though. I think that they're the next cards. But I think that we're gonna be okay. What was it? Unblockable. Well, let me just tell them that we're thinking. It was Unblockable, Conquerors, and the Jet Gatling. Those are the cards that we know that he has in his hand right now. We could just portion to Ichiji. And then just like aim to kill him next turn. I don't think he's going to be able to clear our board and or kill us like both of these. I don't think that's wrong. I think that we're going to pass the Reijus, unfortunately. That's okay. We find a chopper that we're going to be able to play. We play... Yeah, we'll play Ichiji. We'll draw a 2K. We knew that we were going to pass the Reiju, so we were already accounting for that. We want to kill him next turn. So we will... Do we just pop this and swing 7 and see what he does? I kind of want to do that. We'll do this. We'll swing a 7. See if he wants to give us... I don't even think he can afford to do that, honestly. I think he has to take this life. It's going to be 4K he's giving me for only a 7K, which is really good. So that's... Okay, that's 1 card that we know. He has Gatling and Unblockable. And he gives us that. So it's Gatling, Unblockable, and a mystery card. Yeah, so we just play Chopper and we beat him next turn. Or do we just go 7? Or do we just go 6? Nah, it's Chopper. We'll pass. We do not go down to 0 because he has that card. Gatling and Unblockable. And Gatling gives him plus 4K because we have a 7,000 power character. So he's going to search. He could be trying to live 1 more turn, but he's already used 3 of his Conqueror's Hockeys. He's got an observation. He's going to attach and search probably. Yep, we knew we had these cards. He's going to buff his boa. Now, the boa can attach 2 rested Don after it attacks, which is we have to keep in mind too. We cannot go down to 0 here. Oh, he's playing Rad Beam, so it's a Rad Beam, unblockable. Rad Beam and unblockable, I think he has, that we know. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because he just used the observation. Rad Beam and unblockable. So he could have the 4th Conqueror's Hockey too. It's very interesting to see what he wants to do here. Because if he has Rad Beam and Conqueror's Hockey in hand right now, he could potentially live. We're going to 7 though. We'll see what he does. Because if he play, I don't think I want to give him my board though. I might even give him an EGG. We'll give him a 2K. Nah, we'll give him HG. We're going to kill him this turn. We will defend our board. He has a Shariah. Okay. Okay. That's quite good. We know his hand. We know his hand. It's 0 cost, Rad Beam, and Gatling. We'll block. Okay. And it's just math. We can just go 7. It doesn't matter. He has to give us one of these cards for that. Yeah, it's just math here, guys. We know this. Yep. We can even poke 5 here. It won't matter. Okay. We'll go 5. Blocker of this. We'll go 5. Give us this. Yeah, we'll just go all of it. I was gonna be cheeky and just go 9, but that is like the Rayleigh matchup in a nutshell. It is. I think we played that almost perfectly. We didn't see a single lightning, unfortunately, but we I'm pretty sure we played that pretty fucking surgically, guys. Pretty proud of that one, and I think that the opponent was a very competent player too, and I think he played very well as well. So props to the opponent. I haven't seen Shariah in this deck yet. I think it could be amazing. So like leader can base power 4,000 or what? So you can buff this to. Yeah, so you can buff this card too. It's a blocker too, and then you can match the leader. So it's like it's a good defensive tool too. That's actually a crazy card for this deck. I have to definitely explore that. But we did a really good job with you could just see the work that the chump blockers put in for us, and that this pair did. The Reiju pair just straight up wins you this matchup. It is unfortunate that we bottomed a lot of these. We definitely had to pivot, but like having knowledge and knowing like where the cards are in your deck, like we knew the one turn when we played Porsche, we were likely going to pass up both of our 2 costs, and we were okay with it. We played around that. So that was pretty cool as well. It's a skill you guys will develop when you continue playing the deck for a long time, like where the rest of your cards are at in your deck when you because you're filtering with stage every turn. Just going on a little rant here, guys. When you're filtering with your stage every turn, you get to decide basically where you want to position the cards in your deck, which is an untapped skill that a lot of Reiju players don't use. You just put the cards in the bottom in any order. That's wrong in my opinion. You should always stack your cards properly, and what I mean by this is you always want to have your Gurma cards. So like if I was stacking these 3 at the bottom of my deck right now, if my search was like top 5 Chopper, Ichiji, Reiju, Ichiji, and Sanji, I would make these so that like we would put like Chopper in the middle so that we would have a good hit rate for like our stage search, that it's like 3 apart rather than just like clumping them all together. Like it's I can actually put out a video on that too, but it's an untapped skill of the deck. But we play that super clean, and yeah, we'll move on to the next game. Thank you guys. We got a Rayleigh. I'm going to practice going first. We're going to keep this hand. I just want to show you guys when he gets his Luffy on curve, what that would look like. We're going to pitch a Judge here. Grab our 7 cost. Pass our turn. He's probably going to have like a search card this turn. Yep, Nami, he's looking for his Luffy. He draws him. He's going to get to play him next turn. He's got a Shaku Yaku, look for a Luffy or event. So he's got a Luffy and a Conqueror's Haki. Good to know. Probably want to play... Ooh, double Cosette Sanji's pretty good here, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll poke him for 5. He'll take this. They always do. Will Sanji. I feel like the odds that we find an Ichiji or Reiju with our life or the next couple cards are pretty high. So I think I just want to take 2K here. Hot take, but that's what we're doing. And then I will play a double Cosette. We will take 1 life. We'll take a single life and pitch a Reiju when he plays his Luffy into his Sanji here. Because he'll have 1 extra. He has the Mole Pistol. I'm pretty sure he showed us a Conqueror's too. But we will confirm that. He'll swing 5 here. Show us those same 2. We'll track his hand, the Hot Armament Haki and the Mole Pistol. Okay, he gets to play the Sanji. That's going to draw him a card. We'll take a poke because we want to make sure that we get our card next turn. Okay, we get this, which is really good. Now we can actually counter with this. And now this is an important turn for us. We have 4 cards to see one of these 2, and our chances are pretty freaking good of seeing one of those cards. We'll pitch this. Ideally, it's Reiju, because I don't know what to do if it's just Ichiji. Okay, it's Reiju. We get Reiju. We'll play her. Yeah, Ichiji is quite awkward there. Yeah, we're cruising now. Ichiji's awkward there because he has Mole Pistol to immediately answer it, so we'd likely just keep it on board. But we'll go 2 here. Yeah, we'll go 2 here. This is value. This card will get a mega value this game. We'll poke a 5 at life, just because I think he's just going to take it again. Okay, he does. We can Porsche into a Chopper. Alternatively, we could just play a chopper, because I don't want to pass up my HEG in my next search. You dig, guys? We could... Wait, what about 3-4? 3-4. Huh. We'll do it. Okay. I'm not going to comment on that. We are fine. That's fine. That's fine. It wasn't ETG, so 2 Reijus. All the rest of these are going to go bye-bye, but we'll have 1 in rotation, which is all that matters. So we're still fine. I feel like this was still okay. He has a Conqueror's Hockey. He also has Bull Pistol. Blockers are going to put in work right now, guys. His fast start's going to be negated by our blockers. Sorry, I'm not keeping track. Conquerors, Armament. What else did he get? Conquerors, Armament, and a Mole Pistol. I think. He has so many cards in hand, I feel like we just don't... Armament, Conquerors, Mole Pistol. Does he Mole Pistol? If he Mole Pistols now, I feel like he's just behind. He should just, like, don up and poke, like, a million times. Technically, he can Mole Pistol. I don't think that'd be right. He's in the think tank right now. Yeah, we'll block 2. What is this, 6? 5. Do we take a 5? I don't think we're ever taking here, right? We'll give him a 2K. Yeah, because we just... Yeah. We're just battling board right now. 6. We'll block 2 of these. Yeah, we'll just block 2. Because he can swing with these. We could actually 2K this. And then block this with like Cosette. He has 2 up. That could just be for like Conqueror's Hockeys to defend his board. He just played these cards. We know he has the Conqueror's Hockey. Okay. So we get the draw. Do this. Do we do this? If we see an ETG in our top cards here, we could have a really explosive turn. Also, for this to be 6K, he has to have 2 attached to Don. So I want to go 5 into this to make this card go down to 4K power. That'll be the first thing that we do. If you have 2 or more attached Don cards on your field, this character gains plus 2,000 power. That is good for us to do that. We will, and now I actually feel comfortable doing this. We'll draw first. We get our ETG, which is good. I actually want to grab a 2K here. I really want 2K to feel comfortable. We're going to play a Cosette with our last Don. We'll go... Huh. A bit weird. We'll go 5 here. We could Porsche ETG now, actually, and play Cosette. So we get cards by doing this, technically. We're just milking his hand. He's not going to, which is also pretty interesting. What do we do now? I really want him to give us cards. Please give us Conqueror's Hockey here. He doesn't. So we have to get cards from his life then. So I think that we should... We'll do this. We'll get a chopper. That's cool. We could just play chopper. Could just play chopper. Do we hate playing chopper here? We could play Ichiji next turn. I'm going to do that. We'll get a Don. We'll just pass a turn. We won't play Cosette. We'll save him. I really want to see what he does. He has 10 cards in his hand. I'd like to grind this game out a little farther before we start pushing. Yep, double Mole Pistol. Because he just gets Mole Pistol value if we play EG there. He has to play another Luffy. He buffs Bug. He's gonna poke a 5 at Porsche. Let's think about this. Sorry, I'm scooting in my new chair. Plugging our laptop in. I think that we can let this go. It's the hits in our life that we want to use our blockers for. Because we can battle for the board better than them. We want to milk their hand. He's going to play a Rush Zoro. That's fine. How many Reijus have we seen this game? 1, 2. Okay, so there's 2 left. And we have 1 in trash. Okay. Yeah, we're chilling. Okay, there's a Mole Pistol. That's his entire turn. A 5 lead. We can... I think I want a 2K. We'll block the 6. Did we take the 6? Let's take the 6. Now we can put pressure on his life this turn, which is going to be good. We're going to get some cards out of his hand. We have 2 blockers already. We just need ideally, oh my god, we want to draw Reiju and a Ichiji here. Which we're going to play Ichiji now. Yep, we'll play him now. Do this. Get Maria. That's not bad, but not the card that we want right now. We'll do 5 here, and then 5 here. Do a 7 at his life. We'll probably get his second Mole Pistol. It's going to be a grindy game. We'll go 5 here. Just fine. We'll go 7 at lead. Yep. We'll make him use the Mole Pistol. We know that he has another one. Now the question is, do we search for our Reiju? Or are we just playing stage? We're not using our Don for anything else, so I feel like we can search for it. We don't find it, but we find an EGG that we can pitch to our stage right now. Which is fine. We'll do that. We don't find it, unfortunately. So alternatively, we can just play Cosette right now. Which isn't bad. And then pass the turn. We'll have to play Mole Pistol. He'll probably play Mole Pistol. And then, Hey, no. Hey, baby. How's it going?
How are you?
Good, how are you? I'm just recording a video right now. He'll show us these two. He's gonna swing. He has so many cards in his hand. A 5-liter. We can 2K this. He'll use... I'm not sure why he hasn't used Mole Pistol. Oh no, he could probably just KO this with Mole Pistol. It might be his plan. But 10 cards in hand from the opponent is pretty rough for us. Might also clock out. He's gonna search. He draws Sanji. That's also good for him. Draws another one. So he's not going to be able to Mole Pistol and Luffy right now, which is good. He's going to play this. Draw a Rush Zoro. He's going to play a Rush Zoro. He'll poke us for 5. We can use Cosette now. Maybe we take this one. Now he just plays a Sanji, right? Huh. We'll actually block this. He's just going to play a Sanji. We'll clear his board again. For 3, though? Does he just play another Zoro, though? He could just play another Zoro. He's just going to pass. Okay, we have Lightning, too, which is really good. We're going to dig for our Reiju. We should find her. We should find her in this search. We have 1. We have 2 of her in trash. 17 left in deck. Are these 2 cards Reiju? We'll see on this search, I guess. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we remember that. So one of them's in our life. We'll draw. Okay. Nope, one of them's not in our life. We will... We'll go 5 here. We'll go here. This is where we get his hand. Yep. We'll go 7. No, we'll just go 5. We'll go 5 here. Yep. We'll go 10 into this. And then if he doesn't give it up, we can just lightning it. I kind of like that. Let's do that. He can give us like so many Conqueror's Hockeys right here. Okay, that's 1. Does it give us another one? Nope. But it's going to be 3 cards. Okay, perfect. So we lightning. We pass. And now we can play over this Reiju with this one. But we need board for that. Like, we need to... He does have Mole Pistol. We knew about that already. Grind him out, guys. Grind him out. He was at 10. Now he's at 6. This card and this card. win this matchup. He got our hand down. We got it back. And we know that there's more of them in here, but it's like 8 cards down, unfortunately. But we'll see what he decides to do here. I don't even know how many Luffys he has left in deck. He has 1. I know that he had at least 1 more Sanji. Oh, he has 2 Sanjis in hand, doesn't he? He has 2 Sanjis. An 8-liter. We'll give him 9. I don't want to use my blocker. I want to play over this Reiju and draw more cards. We have to play around his unblockable event too. Okay, so he's not going to give us that chance. We're going to block this. Okay, this is like really good for us. He might even concede here. We do have a blue in trash. Okay. We'll go 2 here. We will get to dig. We search with this and we see the rest of our purples. I remember this search. It's 5. Oh no, wait, no, it's 1 card off. My bad, guys. Shit. That's fine though. That's fine. Yeah. We'll just milk his hand. We'll milk his hand this turn. We're gonna play this down over this to draw. We'll get cards out of his hand. Just keep milking them. Nah, we probably just establish 1 more body rather than play over. We know that he has Mole Pistol. He gives us a Luffy. Yeah, I don't want to give him good Conqueror's hockey value here. Oh, shoot. That just trashes everything. That might not have been okay. Four in deck. Okay, we cannot draw any more cards. We'll go 7 lead, and then we'll just go 9. We have to kill him next turn. Yeah, we'll just do this. We have to kill him next turn. We have 4 left in our deck. Cannot draw any more cards. Yep. Another card, please. Yep. We'll pass. We'll be on 8 Don next turn, which is where we have to end the game. And he's just going to keep searching. Okay. Good spot, guys. We have to kill him this turn. We know he has Mole Pistol. He has an Observation Hockey. He drew a brick. That's good. Yep, he's got to do that. He's going to search more. Draws a Conqueror's Hockey, which is good. How many are in? He has 1, 2... So he could have 2 in hand. He has 1 in hand, obviously, but I don't remember the other cards that he had, guys. I'm just going to remember this turn. Conqueror's Hockey. Only giving you guys the best games. 8 lead. We will counter that. He probably no, he can't mole pistol now. Zoro. 5 Porsche. We'll counter. He has a Conqueror's. He scoops. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's go. Boom. We get there. We completely deprive the opponent of hand. Establish our board. Play optimally. We get there. Super pumped with that when we got 2 EGGs in life. Yeah, I'm super pumped about that one. Can't wait to get this one out to you guys. Honestly, yeah, that was a grind and a half, and I'm glad we got there. Wow, that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's how we grind out Rayleigh. He did have a lot of cards in hand at one point, and we just needed to see this pair. The 2 costs into this, it wins us the matchup. He can play board and he can get board if we don't see this card. You guys saw it. We had like 3 cards in hand or 4 cards in hand. We were grinding, but we eventually we were able to get there. But that is like the Rayleigh matchup. I do like playing out babies. You just have to play. You have to play this enough to know like the value they can get from this card, and you have to play around this like 5 pings. Like honestly, like really hurt them because they have to just like sometimes they just have to use this for like a 5 poke, and they're wasting 8K counter on a no Don investment swing, which is great for us. But the cards that you really have to worry about are this card is a menace. This card wins them the matchup because it kind of punishes, it kind of equals it out when we swing into their board, and they get to stabilize and draw. And obviously their Luffys are extremely good in this matchup. I think we went through 2 of them. I'm not sure what his hand situation was or why he didn't play the other ones, but we super got there. Really pumped about that one, and we will actually go to the end of the video now. We'll go to the deck list and all this stuff, and yeah, this is our deck list. I really like Lightning against Rayleigh. It's been a really, really good card, and Co-Set and Chopper just let, like, in the aggro matchups, they just alleviate so much pressure. You feel so comfy, cozy, so safe, like you're snuggling up in bed at night, going to bed. Like, you feel super safe, guys. Just that was super cringe. Okay. But yeah, you feel really safe if you can establish these cards down. And yeah, these are the cards that win you the matchup. Obviously, they let us hold on long enough to see this pair, the Reiju, baby Reiju pair that just straight up wins you the matchup. No questions asked. But yeah, it was a tough position because we bot decked like 3 of these in a Reiju, but we had to grind for those cards. And yeah, it is just a grind. This is the end of the video. I'm only gonna show you guys 2 gameplay videos because they're long as shit, and I don't want to make a 2-hour video, even though this probably will be close to that time, honestly. But this is the Rayleigh matchup, and play perfect, guys. Don't lose the matchup. It's very easy to just lose. Don't do that. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I already talked to crap ton in the intro about the matchup and the cards you have to see and all that stuff and their cards, so I'm going to leave it there. I love and appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching these videos. I love doing this so much. So keep liking, keep commenting what's working for you, what isn't working for you. Play mistakes that I'm making. I'm super open to criticism. I'm sure I have a lot to clean up on as well. And I just really want us all to get better together. Like, this is a very fun deck to play, and I think it's super competitive, this format. That's why I'm putting out so many videos of it. Just let's get this thing represented and competing at a high level with high level pilots, guys. That is the goal for these videos. But that is the Rayleigh matchup. Super excited to get this one out to you again. I can't say that enough. And thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope each and every one of you have the best day. Thank you so much. Mafia out, baby. Woo!